Excuse us, ma'am. We don't mean... But we knocked upstairs and nobody answered and... Well, are you the lady that runs this here orphanage?
Yeah.
Oh, Mom, I'm scared something could have happened to her.
Hush, Shirley. It's gonna be all right, Shirley. She's gonna be here and she's gonna be ours again. Ma'am?
Yeah.
Well, we had terrible troubles back then. Had to move up to a farm up in Canada. We left our baby on the front stoop.
Our little girl. Poor Annie.
Annie? You're Annie's parents?
Please, nothing's happened to her.
I don't believe it. Where'd you say you come from again?
A farm up in Canada.
Manitoba.
Where they got lots of chickens.
Little chickens.
And ducks.
Ducks.
And geese.
Oh, you should see all the geese.
And roosters. Gotcha, Aggie.
Oh, Rooster, I never would have known it was you in 100 years.
Yeah, we fooled you. And we're gonna fool Walmucks, too.
It all sells 50,000 big ones.
This is gonna be the best big bunko job ever, Aggie. I know this guy right out of jail. He can make anything. Birth certificates, papers, anything. But we need your help, sis. Details that can help pull this thing off.
Sure, I can help. A lot. But what's in it for me, Ralph?
3-way split.
Half.
Half. Straight down the middle. But we gotta do it fast. In and out. 2-3 minutes at the most. Give him some of them old Rooster razzle-dazzle. Get the kid, get the money, and get out of town.
Well, that's the problem. What do we do with the kid after?
Aggie, that ain't a problem.
When the rooster wants something to disappear, it disappears.
For good.
Rooster.
Come on, Aggie. We get the 50 grand, we blow this crummy town, and then Lil and I'll meet you.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Easy Street. Easy Street. Annie is the key. Yes, sirree, yes, sirree, yes, sirree. Easy Street. Easy Street. That's where we're gonna be. We're coming, Mama.
President Roosevelt has so far lived up to none of his lofty campaign promises. All we have had from Franklin D. Roosevelt and his so-called brain trust
Brain trust?
is a great deal of high-flown talk and virtually no action. In a nation racked with poverty, hunger, and misery, it is deeds we want from the White House, not words. In short, President Roosevelt, if you're listening, we've had enough of your fireside chats. It's time to...
Criticism. Nothing but criticism.
I know.
It's awful. Did anybody read the Washington Post this morning?
My friends, I say again, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Franklin, you've already been elected.
Every cloud has a silver lining. You're never fully dressed without a smile.
Oliver, warm-ups, and friend, Mr. President.
Ah, thank you, Louis. Show them in.
Oliver?
Ah, Oliver. Good of you to have come. And who is this we have here?
It's my good friend Annie.
Annie.
She so wanted to meet you, so I couldn't help but bring her along, just to say hello.
Of course. The little girl who sang so beautifully on the radio.
Annie, this is President Roosevelt.
How do you do, President Roosevelt?
How do you do, Annie? You're as lovely as you sounded on the radio.
Thank you, President Roosevelt.
Well, shall we begin?
Annie, if you'll wait outside, I'll come and get you.
Oh, no, Oliver. Let Annie stay. Having a child on hand may keep us on our best behavior.
Thank you.
And Harold, I don't want to hear even so much as a gosh out of you.
Franklin, a child?
Now, Oliver, since you speak for those happy few Americans who have any money left, I'd like to begin with your views on the matter.
Yes, thank you. As Calvin Coolidge says, the business of this country is business. Yes, and for the good of you, this country, Wall Street, and me, we've got to get my factories open and the workers back to work.
According to my latest figures, there are now 15 million Americans out of work. And 15 million with no means of support.
Mr. President, if I may say so, unemployment is not our worst problem. The dispatches in Germany are becoming more and more disturbing each day. There could be war.
Germany? Heck, people are starving in this country.
Harold, I know that, but in the long run,
For people who are starving, there is no long run.
The trouble is, it's all happening at once. The stock market has taken another nosedive.
Sit-down strikes, riots.
Storms?
And the FBI still hasn't caught Al Capone. Well, at least we all agree on one thing. The situation is hopeless and getting worse.
Henry, I'd like to see those figures.
The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow.
Harold, what was that, Annie? Go ahead, my dear. It's still a free country.
Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. When I'm stuck with that day that's gray and lonely, I'll just stick up my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya, tomorrow, you're always a day away.
Harold Dickies, stand up.
What?
You heard me. Stand up. Ba ba ba. Harold, sing.
Sing.
Yes, sing. Like Annie. I've just decided that if my administration's going to be anything, it's going to be optimistic about the future of our country.
Franklin, you don't know that.
Sing.
Sun will come out tomorrow.
Louder, Harold.
Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be
Perkins.
just thinking about tomorrow. This is the way that cobwebs and sorrow.
So low for the president. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick up my chin and grin and say, everyone, Republicans too, Oliver, sing.
The sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya, tomorrow, you're always a day away. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya, tomorrow, you're always a
Mr. President, a telegram.
Excuse me, everyone. Oh, it isn't for me. It's for you, Oliver. From your secretary in New York. Hundreds of couples jamming street outside house, all claiming to be Annie's parents. Have begun to screen them and suggest you return to New York at once. Signed, Grace Farrell.
Well, it looks as though the Hour of Smiles has more listeners than we thought, huh, Annie?
Gee, hundreds of couples. One of them is bound to be my parents.
Well, I guess you better get back to New York at once.
Yes, if you don't mind. Thank you, Mr. President. Annie?
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Annie.
Oh, and bye, Mr. President. Thank you.
No, thank you, Annie. You're the kind of person a president should have around him.
Mr. President, what if we set up 100, no, 1,000 federal parks?
Dams.
Yes,
Highways.
yes,
New post offices.
yes, and put the unemployed to work building them.
We can create 5 million jobs within 6 months. And weekly paychecks to get millions off relief and back to paying taxes. We can build a country so strong that not even Chancellor Hitler can defeat us in war.
Mr. President, I believe what we've got to give this country is nothing less than a new outlook.
A new vision, a new approach, a new concept,
New dedication.
a new horizon, a new spirit, a new attitude.
A new deal. Gentlemen, I was right the first time. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya, tomorrow. You're only a day away. Harmony